Shahrukh sir comes on set and he's like, so how's it been going and this, that? We're like, we've been shooting only and all that. So I think Thursday or Friday used to be our day off. He said, oh, have you all seen Dawn? So Dawn 2 had, I think, just released, and we were like, what, sir? We've only been shooting. So he said, okay, when's the next day off? Okay, I'm going to take you all you girls and go, we'll watch Dawn, and then after that I'll take you out partying. Just a day before I got to know that I'm a part of the film, I was shooting with Shahrukh sir for an ad film. Santro Wale Hai. There's one cute little ad film that I did for Santro.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to tell him that, I have auditioned for this part for your film. But I was just secretly hoping that, I get the part.
Film bhi mil jaye.
हाँ जी. और literally अगले दिन मुझे यश राज से call आया that, okay, you're on for the part.
Wow.
And I was thinking, oh my god, he's the lucky mascot. When Chak De released, there was no Instagram and social media and stuff, so one had no idea about what all can happen. The guy जो इंडिया का झंडा
ऊपर करता है,
and coach Kabir is standing there and he says पहली बार किसी गोरे को इंडिया का फ्लैग ऊपर करते हुए देख रहे हैं. And I asked him, this was your sapna, right, and stuff, and like I said, it was freezing cold. If you see very minutely, you will see my limbs shaking and my teeth chattering.
Hello everyone, this is Aina and welcome to Instant Bollywood. I'm in conversation with someone we have watched on screen over years and we love and adore her. Joining me in a conversation is none other than Vidya Malwade. So nice to have you.
Thank you so much for having me.
I have to start off by asking you that people love you so much in Mismatch Season 2 and now to just see the kind of love that you're getting in Season 3, how are you feeling at this point?
I think it's surreal. You know, when Chak De released, there was no Instagram and social media and stuff, so one had no idea about what all can happen. There was a lot of love, but only when people met me at that time, they would talk about it. I mean, even if then they meet me today, they talk about it. So it's been an expanse of so many years, 17 years plus. But with Mismatched, everything that people have been feeling over the last 3 seasons, over the last 5 years, everything has just been said on Instagram. So from the time of the release, literally on last Friday onwards, I've been getting these messages, these love letters, these beautiful comments that people have been putting and writing about Zeenat and Sidnat hashtag and just the chemistry between Siddharth, Sid sir and Zeenat, and just like everything has just been surreal.
मतलब receive हो रहा है, अब पता चल रहा है, अब देखने को
I know, and I think season on season the love has just grown.
Yeah.
And this season it's just too. It just feels like a blessing when they all come and say Zeenat is my comfort character. If you're all in a bad situation, relationship, or going through something terrible in your life, Zeenat is the person that you need in your life, and she makes everything better, and like I said, the chemistry between the two, and just everything. It's so pure. There's just the kind of things that people say. I don't know. I probably have done something right. I don't know, but yeah.
But I have to ask that जब हम शो देखते हैं आपकी जो केमिस्ट्री है रणविजय के साथ, हम रणविजय को भी काफ़ी एक डिफरेंट लाइट में देखते हैं बिकॉज ही सच रियलिटी शो बॉय, रोडीज बॉय. रणविजय को भी एक उनका लव साइड या सॉफ्ट साइड देखने में इट्स वेरी ब्यूटिफुल टू सी दैट केमिस्ट्री. उनके साथ काम करने में कैसा था? बिकॉज ऑफ हिज इमेज ऑफ रियलिटी शोज एक प्री कंसीव नोशन है हमारे पास.
I think thankfully I didn't come from that notion. I've known Ranvijay otherwise. I haven't really been a big roadies or Splitsvilla sort of a person.
Right.
So I haven't watched him much on that. But whatever I know of Ranvijay, he is such an amazing family man. He knows his, like I've met his parents as well over the last, when they'd come on set and stuff. And, he's an army boy. He's very, very well brought up. The values are correct and right there. He's so incredible as a husband, as a father. and as an on-screen pairing, I think he's so giving and so wonderful as just somebody to work with. There is so much warmth always. I think the warmth that he carries within him is what you see on camera when he's playing Sid Sir. And I think he's tremendous. Season 3, I felt that this was the graph was just incredible for him as well.
Yeah.
And I told him that. I said, of course, he's wonderful in season 1 and season 2.
Yeah.
But I felt that season 3 really rounded it up for him, and it was so nice to see him in that light. It was beautiful.
As an actor, जब आपको chemistry build करनी होती है किसी के साथ, is it necessary that off screen also you all should really get along?
I'm not sure of that. I've had, I mean, touch wood. I think every time I've played a character, whether it's mismatched, with Zeenat, or whether I played with Kumud Mishra ji, I did Imtiaz Ali's Dr. Aurora, where I was Vaishali, and everybody kept talking about the electric chemistry that I had with Kumud Mishra. Of course, I know Kumud Mishra is an incredible actor, but we are not friends outside of that, or I'd never met him before. So yes, it's great to have a comfort zone with a person. That's important, is what I feel. But there need not be like a great friendship before or anything. Plus, I feel like if you're true to what you are doing, what is written on paper, if you can bring it out of yourself, it just sort of, flows into that.
Yeah.
Because I think it's written so well, because Ranvijay is also, so good as Sid Sir, and he's got his part so spot on, and I guess so did Zeenat, or so did I. So then that just had to come together.
Yeah.
I mean, there are little things that we've done. It was not written when I go hug him and when I do this, but it just feels right.
Yeah.
At that moment, as a couple, this is what one would do. Like when he proposes to me, and I'm like, "Come, Sid Sir." So there is that little. I love the fact that she's also sort of probably grown up a little bit in terms of from this very demure person in season 1 who thought that, oh my God, I'm entering into this college with these 17-year-olds and I don't have no idea what I'm going to do. To then when he says Shadi karogi Zeenat, and she goes Shadi karogi Kareem, and she's obviously taken aback, but the next thing that she comes back with is Kab Sir, so it's like that camaraderie is so beautiful. It's written really well, of course, and it was I think done really well too, so that everybody, I think there have been, I get tagged in over 100 stories every day with so many people making edits of that scene, and of just Zeenat and Sid over time, and just Zeenat, and so you're just like, everybody has put that scene somewhere or the other. And of course the last bit, Main Muskurate Hue Vida Ki, that also has become like a thing, because it did break a few hearts.
Yeah.
And everybody who would ask me, before it released, Kab aa raha hai? What's gonna happen now? And I'd be like, wait, I'll probably break your heart a little bit, but hang on.
Hang on. I think वही मेरा पहला सवाल था with the mismatch crew is, are we seeing a happy ending this time?
That you'll have to ask Ghazal and her team, the writers, or that Netflix will tell you.
Netflix should let us know.
But I think that's what it is, right? It's sometimes love, how much ever deeply you love somebody is probably not enough, because at some level self-love is important, and for Zeenat it was very important to take care of another little human being who probably doesn't have anybody to take care of, so to adopt.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But how close does Vidya feel to Zeenat, this season 3 Zeenat?
Season 3 to Zeenat per se, very very close, of course. I mean, it's quite strange that I did not audition for this part, and I got this part I don't know, I just like fell into my lap just like that, because they did not have Zeenat till pretty much the last day before they went to shoot. So I got a call literally a day before they were shooting saying that there's this show that we are doing, and would you there's this character, would you like to read it and stuff. And they sent me the entire script, and I read the script and I was like, she's so sweet, I like her so much. And I was shooting literally, I was supposed to go shoot somewhere else, and somehow I managed the dates, and instead of flying to that place, I flew to Jodhpur and we were shooting. So it was
Wow.
literally like that, one last minute blessing that fell into my life and into my lap, and look where it's taken
Meant to
me.
be.
Meant to be.
Meant to.
Sometimes certain things are meant to be.
Yeah.
And it's only later when they realize, when we were filming, halfway finished filming, is when they realize that even if we would have gone looking for a Zenith, we wouldn't have found. But you were just like a perfect fit, because everything from, say, an LOL, I had no idea. I always thought it was lots of love. I didn't know it was laugh out loud. Or BOMB meant what? Blow out my brains.
Even I didn't know this.
See? And I remember we had a mismatched party at some, somebody's house the other day,
Yeah.
or get together, and long message saying this is the address, this
Huh.
time, whatever. In the middle of it, there was BYOB written.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, ye BYOB hota kya hai? Is it like be your own boss, maybe?
Yeah.
So why would they say be your own boss? Maybe, like chill with the drinks and
Yeah.
stuff. That's why.
Yeah.
And then when I get there, they're like, BYOB is bring your own booze, dude. And I'm thinking, oh shit, it's a good thing that I don't drink.
Yeah.
But so it's literally that like TBH. I had no idea what TBH meant.
To be honest,
And then, of
yeah.
course, I have a lot of these young friends now.
Yes.
And, of course, the cast who kind of keep filling me on it. But otherwise, yeah, that was me. But yeah, there's a lot that I think I resonated with Zenith from the very beginning.
Yeah.
And even now in season 3, there was this one there's this one line where she says in her last scene, she says, "तो क्या पूरी जिंदगी सिर्फ अपने लिए जिएंगे? ये हमसे नहीं होगा." And forever I've been thinking, for a long time I've been thinking that, it's for us, it's all about what I need, what I want to go here, I want to do this, I need this in my life. I is so much, and I need is so much. When are we ever going to start doing something for someone else, like society or community and the world at large? And it just kind of struck such a chord with me, where is the seva that we all should actually start
Yeah.
working towards.
Yeah.
So that was really, really something. I kind of, that's what I think. From season 1 to season 3, there's just been so
many things that you relate to.
that just sort of hit me. Even
Yeah.
in the first season, I remember the first thing that I read, and it just drew me towards her, was she tells Sid sir that जब मेरे शोहर का इंतकाल हुआ, तो मेरे जहन में पहली बात पता है क्या आई? वो तो आज़ाद हो गए और हम भी. And forever, I think my quest has been about freedom. Freedom just from your own mental weird shackles that you need to keep breaking.
Yeah.
So it kind of really it just hits
A lot of life lessons.
a lot of life
Sir,
lessons.
you've learned. But what was it like to also, जब आप प्राजक्ता और रोहित के साथ काम कर रहे हो, the internet loves today, and at the same time to see that kind of energy on set, कौन से point पे आप कह सकते हो कि आपकी भी bonding इनके साथ हुई थी?
I think bonding, I think that was from the first season itself, because it's such a incredible high that these kids bring on set. They are so clued in, they are so proper about everything. They are multi-talented. You look at Prajakta, who's, she of course is acting, she's been a YouTube sensation, she's also writing a book. There are so many. You look at Taruk, Anmol.
Yeah.
He sings beautifully, he acts beautifully, Selena dances beautifully. There's just like this magical sort of company around me where, they're just these, they just know everything, and they're so quick, and they're so good at what they do.
Yeah.
And everything that they do, it's not jack of all trades and master of none. It's actually master of all
everything.
trades. Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
No, but you've been speaking about how you've been trying to learn these Gen Z lingos, but अगर आप comments पढ़ेंगे, people are crazy about how you have also maintained yourself all these years, and you look the same. We've seen you in Chak De, and I think it's been 10 plus years to that.
17
70, oh my
dear.
god.
Yeah.
Dude, almost
Yeah.
20 years
Yeah, that's true.
there, and the beauty is intact. Of course, a lot of credit goes to yoga. That comes to that, but what would you say? How have you managed to, in all that chaos in an industry that is so unpredictable, that is there's so much happening, you still managed to, make sure that you worship your body.
That's true. Thank you, first of all. I think it's an everyday process. I am a sucker for discipline.
Okay.
I wake up at 4:30 every morning. Most mornings, let me put it that way, because sometimes you just have to sleep late because of commitments. But yeah, and I follow a routine. I'm boring to the core. And I do the same things over and over again and again. So whether it's taking care of the physical body or the mental state, it's all an everyday process.
Yeah.
And I think only then you can survive this long in an industry like this. You can reinvent yourself, and it's what self-love is for me.
What does your routine look like, if you don't mind me asking you? Because I'm
You're
so
asking me
curious.
my dinacharya. Okay. My AM routine is I wake up between 4 and 4:30 whenever my eyes open, and
4:30 is like super early.
yeah, but it's also called the Brahma Muhurta, which is the
Yeah.
creator's time. That's
Yeah.
where it's so quiet outside, and I love being awake at that time because there is no sound of the traffic.
Yeah.
There is me. My dog wakes up with me because the first thing I have when I wake up is a glass of warm water with some
Wow.
ghee, and she loves ghee. So she comes and sits right next to me, and she has ghee with me every morning.
Right.
So yeah, so it's called Ushapan in it's a kriya that we do
Okay.
in one of the yogic kriyas, the cleansing kriya. So you clean your bowels with that. So
Yeah.
that happens in the morning. Then after that I do the jal neti, which is taking the water in the nostrils and
Okay.
taking out from the other nostril.
Okay.
So that happens every day. Then I do something called as gandusha, which is oil pulling.
Wow.
And then I'll do my after a bath I'll do my meditation, I'll do my breath work, which is very, very important. And then the sun energy, which is I think the most unadulterated, the purest form of energy, still around. So I do water to the sun. It's called arghya. So I do that. I'll do my prayer in the morning, and then I do my practice. 7 o'clock is when I hit the gym, whether I go and work out, and I do yoga.
And you go
all
to
of
bed
that.
at like 10? Or
9 o'clock I'm
9.
in bed. 9:30 I pass out most days,
Yeah.
and some days I don't, and that's okay.
No, but I think boring is necessary, and it's like you said
I
that
think
it's
it's called a
boring,
sadhana.
but it's definitely a discipline.
It's a discipline.
Yeah.
And in the morning you want to write your thoughts down because everything is fresh.
Right.
And I think sometimes during a meditation or during just in that quiet space that you are, something opens up. Like if you're stuck with a character, or if you're stuck with something in your life, suddenly something will emerge, and your mind will tell you like, this is probably the solution. And it's happened so many times with me.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
And then you write it down and you're like, okay.
Do you
that's it.
feel being a yogi has helped you stabilize a lot of your emotions over the years?
Everything, not just emotions, but in every aspect of my being. I think today I am doing so much work is also because of my practice, is what I feel.
Right.
And everything. It's like I said, for me also, for like a lot of people, it starts as a physical practice. It did start as a physical practice many, many years ago. But if you're consistently doing it, then again that discipline comes into play. You have no idea when that subtle shift happens from just being a physical practice to everything else.
Yeah.
The mind and the body and the soul, then just sort of, it's just one space.
Right.
And that's beautiful.
No, that's amazing. But I also have to ask you, you started this interview with talking about Chak De. और आपने कहा था कि आपको सॉरी आपको ऑडिशंस देना पसंद नहीं आता कभी कभी? एक इंटरव्यू में आपने कहा था बहुत पहले,
क्योंकि मैं I'm bad at them, no? That's why.
but you auditioned for Chak De
I did audition
and
for
you got that role and the captain of the team. So it was
See, again,
amazing.
that was meant to me. We didn't know it was going to be Vidya Sharma India.
Oh, yeah.
See?
I think
don't
it's
know.
a memory in everyone's head. Vidya
Yes.
Sharma India. I
Yeah.
think no one ever forgets that. And just
So the lovely part of it is everybody who's 35 plus still remembers me as Vidya Sharma India.
Yeah.
And everybody who's 13 plus is now Zeenat. So it's just, I mean, it's just a blessing, I think. Yeah,
it's
that
just beautiful.
it is.
I have to ask you about, you know, at that point of time, Chak De was huge, and I wish we had social media to like spread it out more and say stuff like that. But you had a scene on the ground, a solo scene with Shah Rukh Khan. What was it like to, you know, actually, what was going on in your head before that scene? Because
Which
only
scene
you,
are you talking about? The last,
no, only you had a scene where
where he's,
you,
the flag, India flag goes up. Is that the one?
you all are sitting in your tents before the main match. I don't know if
Okay.
you,
No, which one? Which scene are you talking about?
the conversation that you guys are having. I don't know where, I don't remember whether it's in the locker room or it was outside on the stadium.
What is the conversation? But tell me that, then I'll tell you where it was.
He was just prepping you about something. Even I'm trying to remember, but it is so like vivid in my head. But you had a scene with Shah Rukh Khan.
I had a few of them.
Yeah. So and very few girls had a solo scene with him, but
Acha, like
you
that.
were one of them.
Yeah.
To just, you know, what was going on in your head at that point of time? You know, because
What was going on in my head? No, when I'm about to go and perform, or when I'm on set, the only thing that's going on in my head is what I am, what the scene is about and what I'm supposed to do in it. Everything else is cut out of my system.
right.
So yeah, I think the one that one scene which was really very poignant was one where it was freezing cold that night in Australia. When there is a guy, जो इंडिया का झंडा
ऊपर करता है,
ऊपर
हाँ,
करता है,
हाँ.
and coach Kabir is standing there and he says पहली बार किसी गोरे को इंडिया का फ्लैग ऊपर करते हुए देख रहे हैं.
हाँ.
And I asked him, this was your sapna, right, and stuff, and like I said, it was freezing cold. If you see very minutely, you will see my limbs shaking and my teeth chattering. But I think it was about maybe 3-4 a.m. in the morning. That's probably the last scene that we were shooting or something like that. And it was something else, and there were also weird goosebumps because it actually felt real when that guy was doing pulling it and taking the flag up. It literally felt like that. I don't know, it was a very strange feeling. The other time where that happened was when we took the cup. The cup was in my hand and I do this. That was goosebumps for us. And we were like, dude, this is, at least for me, I was like, this is just, this is something, it's a shot for me, there's a camera, I was like, action bologe to ye kar lena.
Yeah.
But it felt so
real
and so surreal because, like I said, it was goosebumps for me to even do that, to even understand that what the real guys must be feeling when they actually win.
Yeah.
Or to go on a field where there are thousands of people screaming your name and want you to do well for the country.
Yeah.
It is a different zone. I don't think I'd ever thought about it when I saw a match or two or whatever before, ever.
Right.
But that particular time, I literally sat down to think that it's unreal to be doing something for your country.
No, absolutely.
And this was just a real, like a scripted thing. And it felt so powerful. That's what it felt, really.
No, but I have to say it's a film that is so close to all our hearts. But what was your reaction when you knew that Shah Rukh Khan is on board and you are going to be a part of that film?
So this is really strange because just a day before I got to know that I'm a part of the film, I was shooting with Shah Rukh sir for an ad film. Santro Wale Hai. There's a cute little ad film that I did for Santro.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to tell him that, I have auditioned for this part for your film. but I was just secretly hoping that I get the
फिल्म
part.
भी मिल जाए.
हाँ जी. और literally अगले दिन मुझे यशराज से call आया that okay, you're on for the part.
Wow.
And I was thinking, oh my god, he's the lucky mascot, isn't he? Yeah.
No, but I know that story जहाँ पे जब आप पहली बार सब all the girls wanted to meet him, everyone got ready to watch the film, and you were the one who sat next to him and watched.
No. So this was during the. So what happened was we were shooting in Australia, and we'd been shooting almost every day, and it was. We used to get one day off in a week, and we were forever in our track pants, whether we were shooting or we were not shooting. So we were never dressed up, you know. We become black and dark because of all the sun exposure, this, that, and the other. And then, of course, Shah Rukh sir comes on set, and he's like, "So how's it been going?" And this, that. We're like, "We've been shooting only and all that." So I think Thursday or Friday used to be our day off. He said, "Oh, have you all seen Dawn?" So Dawn 2 had, I think, just released, and we were like, "What, sir? We've only been shooting." So he said, "Okay, when's the next day off?" "Okay, I'm going to take you all you girls and go. We'll watch Dawn, and then after that, I'll take you out partying." So that was the plan.
Wow.
And you have no idea. We all went shopping. We got new clothes, and it was just
to go out with him.
to go out with him. And then eventually, when we came to the theater, he's like, "I have never waited for anybody for this much time.
Yeah.
You guys are late." And then anyway, we saw the film. I was sitting literally next to him. So that was another surreal moment of watching him like that.
Next
and
to you.
Next to me.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the party happened. And the party, we went to a club, and then that got over. Of course, when you are with Mr. Khan, the party never ends because he has so much energy.
Yeah.
And it came to, we were living in these lovely, apartments.
Okay.
And so he just came. The whole thing, that just booked the entire place.
Okay.
Serviced apartments. And they were like little cottages.
Hmm.
And so he said, your hotel is so much better. I'm going to get the booze and we'll go and party in your hotel. Because we had like a bigger
place. Yeah.
place, because the whole thing was for the crew. But I think I was done at about 2 or something. And I think at about 6 o'clock when he stopped, when everybody was about to like, okay, die, he goes, "Okay, ab breakfast karne kahan jaye?" He was still at it at 6 a.m. in the morning. He's like, "Okay, let's go."
इतनी energy कहाँ से?
Itni energy kahan se? I swear I have no idea. But he was just fantastic.
But like you said, to also see an actor do a film like Dawn,
Yeah,
and then play a coach like Kabir, जो इतना अलग है, उनका process आपने देखा था? Because we've seen Shah Rukh Khan as this romantic hero, but I'm so curious because Chak De was a turning point for his career as well.
Absolutely.
As much as it was for you girls.
So I'll tell you, in terms of his process, of course, it must be whatever he's probably done back home and stuff. And he's when you've worked for so long, it actually also becomes second nature. And I think he was also looking for something like Chak De as well.
Yeah.
So that's where I guess he must also have grabbed it. But having said that, his generosity as a co-actor is unreal, because most of the girls had never even faced the camera before Chak De. So for him to then guide you or nudge you just a little bit to make the scene better,
मतलब वो क्या
was
कहते हैं?
something.
Guide करते हैं.
कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं. He would just be like, just stay. Okay, some people did not even know आपका light इधर है.
हाँ.
If it doesn't fall on you, you won't be seen.
Right.
So this is where you must be standing, and this is, all that.
Right.
To a point where he'll just say, add a little nuance to the scene, to the shot by doing this particular action,
Right.
or saying it in a different way or whatever. But it was never just about him. It was about the entire,
Team.
his team, and which actually is what you saw, because
Yeah.
we literally felt like his team when we were shooting it.
No, absolutely. What a beautiful film, and congratulations on Mismatch, and
Thank
congratulations on all the love.
Thank you.
Just one last question before I leave. It's just, I've seen your interviews over the years along with your work, and you've always spoken about not giving up no matter what life has thrown to you. Where do you think? I think बहुत आसान होता है to not give up, अब बोलना when things work out for you, but जब things are not working out for you तब मुश्किल हो जाती है. What do you think is the most resilient point today in your life that you feel like, it's helped me to never give up?
I don't know. I feel like if you realize that life is about ups and downs, if you realize that every good thing will come to an end, so which means that every bad thing also will come to an end. It is never like this. If you realize that you're alive today, you're breathing, and so the possibilities are endless then, right? I've had a very, very difficult year with both my parents being with doctors and ICU, and it's very difficult to see your parent going through so much pain and chaos, and it's been hell and back. And yet I sit here taking in all this adulation for Mismatched, because I know that, oh my God, this is a blessing. If you look at, there's a certain way that I like to live my life. There are certain things that I try and follow as much as I possibly can. I feel like number one is whatever comes to you, accept it. However, even if it's the worst thing, accept it very humbly. And whatever wants to leave, allow it to go with as much grace as you possibly can. The second thing is, don't, whatever anyone thinks of you is none of your business. Whatever they say today with social media, so much has been written about, you know, a lot of negative things and a lot of positive things as well. You can't please everyone anyways.
Absolutely.
But they come from their own, you know, journey and their headspace. So what they think is their business, it's not yours. And it's not towards you, so don't take anything personally. And live in an unconditionally grateful space.
Yeah, very important.
Even if it's not working out right now, be grateful for it. Because all of us have to go through the grind. Nobody is spared, however rich, beautiful, famous, successful, whatever.
Yeah.
All of us are in the same journey.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, it's just that.
No, absolutely. It was lovely talking to you. Thank you so much for having, for being on this. And we'll see you super soon, season 4 and many more, and new shows for sure.
Yes. Oh, there's Sangi releasing on the 17th of January. So you will see me on the big screen.
Awesome.
With Sharib Hashmi.
Very looking forward, and thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Like, share and subscribe to Instant Bollywood. Keep watching.